Many things need to be opened in order for them to serve their purpose. A book has to be opened before it can be read. A cupboard has to be opened to see what's inside. A bottle of wine has to be opened to enjoy what's inside the bottle. A sack of rice has to be opened before it can be cooked. The same is true for the spiritual life. Being open is necessary for growth. For God to fully enter into our lives, we must be ready to receive. The door to our inner selves must be open. Our minds and our hearts need to be open and receptive so that we can hear and receive what God offers to us. God needs these openings in our lives to get through to us, to communicate with us, to nourish us, to stretch and to challenge us, to revitalize and to renew us. For God to do these important things, we have to be open so that God's Spirit can get through to us and do what God wants to do with us. Sometimes we might be open, but there are all kind of blocks and internal clutter that stop us receiving and understanding and being ready for what God wants to do in our lives. So just as we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide in order to survive, so too the spirit, the inner spirit of our lives needs to take in, breathe in what is good and get rid of whatever is harmful and toxic to our spiritual growth. This week, St. Teresa's is having an Advent festival of faith. 5 precious days for the English community. 5 precious days for us to be attentive to God, to be open, ready to be challenged and nourished and refreshed. It's an opportunity right at the beginning of Advent and our new church year to really refocus our intentions, to clear out, to get rid of all of the toxic things in our lives, and to be filled with the life and the promises of the Spirit. The Advent Festival of Faith, as the Gospel says, is an invitation to be ready, to stand ready and to be open to what God wants to say and do in our lives. The Son of Man comes when we least expect. This coming week is an opportunity to be ready, to receive, and to allow God to do extraordinary things in our lives.